and welcome to Legend of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole. Now, I have two versions of this. I have this on Wii, and I have this on Xbox 360. I prefer the 360 version because it has better graphics, but for whatever reason, the first segment, it just crashes every single time. So we're going to have to do the Guardians on the Wii because it's a little bit, it actually doesn't crash at all normally, and if it does, I can just start it back up. But this should work a lot better. I've already done a game on this one before, and it works just fine. It's just going to be a little lower graphics, so I hope you all understand. With that, let's go ahead and jump in. So this is another game that I used to play when I was younger. The new game here. Another game that I used to play when I was younger. I absolutely adored it, and I also liked reading the books and the movie, which the movie will be on my channel at a later date. But this is basically where you could create like your own owl and have an overall good time. Well, I didn't want to do that either. Okay. So you have 4 different owls that you can choose from, each with their own unique stats. So the first one you have is the spotted owl, which has less health, very good flight speed, but not a whole lot of strength. So they're super fast. You have the barred owl, which is more well-rounded. It's got full health, pretty fast flight speed, but not as fast as a spotted owl, and very good attack strength. You have the horned owl, which does not have a lot of health. It has even slower flight speed, but its attack strength is great. And then you have the great gray owl, which has a lot of health, little to no flight speed, and maxed out attack. So for this one, I think for this playthrough, I'm going to use the barn owl, because I used the great gray in my last one, which they're pretty cool, but I do want to do the barn owl this time around. Alright, so the Noble Barn Owl is well balanced in both flight and combat. Its abilities will allow you to handle many situations quite effectively. So you can actually read the other ones here, so we're going to take a look at the Spot Owl. So fast and nimble, the Spotted Owl is able to fly at high speeds across any terrain, use its great speed to skillfully dodge attacks and weave between enemy defenses. For the Horned Owl, it says... I have to wait till every owl loads up. Although a little rough around the edges, the horned owl is direct and knows how to handle a confrontation. A worthy owl if you're looking for more of a fighter than a flyer. And then lastly, the great gray owl, which is one of my personal favorites. What the great gray owl lacks in speed, it makes up for strength and brawn. A great choice if you aren't looking to back away from a fight. So I will do the barn owl, just because of that well-balanced feel to it.
In the ancient Perrock Monastery, hidden away from the cycles of strife and conflict, the Glauxian monks honored the owl god Glaux through study and quiet contemplation. Since the war against Surtur and his Pure Ones many years ago, the monks have maintained a constant vigil across the land, forever watching for anything that may threaten their life of peace and tranquility.
This is a lot to do with the book.
It was the job of a young acolyte named Gretia to take his place at the lookout post. As Gretia kept watch, an unsettling feeling began to well inside his gizzard. He could sense something was wrong. Suddenly, without warning or sound, the Hag's fiends attacked. The hideous creatures stormed into the monastery, ruthlessly eliminating every soul in their path. With the cries of his brethren echoing through the hollows, Gretia tried valiantly to save them, but it was too late. The monastery was lost. Managing to escape, Gretia was plagued with feelings of guilt and confusion. How could he have missed the invaders? Rumors began to spread about his negligence, with many branding him a coward and a traitor. Unable to bear the shame, Gretia isolated himself from the world, wandering alone in search for some inner peace. Finding a second chance at life and a means to move forward from his past, Gretia stopped his solitary wandering to settle down and start a family with his mate, Lyja. Unfortunately, this time of joy was to be short-lived. On a fateful night, as Gretia and Lyja's firstborn emerged from its egg, a group of vicious owls raided their hollow, and the 2 parents fell before them. Only the timely arrival of a guardian Chaw prevented the hatchling from sharing their fate. The guardians swiftly carried the hatchling to the safety of the Ga'Hoole tree, and affectionately named him Shard, due to a piece of eggshell they found clinging to his downy coat.
And that's who you play as.
Many moons later, Shard studied hard to become a guardian himself. But Gretia's legacy, however, had left a stain upon his son. A chance to redeem the family's honor arrived during Shard's final year of training.
Yep, and that's me. Here we are.
Shard, what in Glox's name are you doing here? You're not a guardian yet.
I can help,
Okay.
Alamir. I have to defend the great tree.
You're going to get yourself killed, youngin. Stay close and out of trouble.
Oh dear.
Follow me! Dive! Dive! Dive!
I can dive.
Our targets are dead ahead. Incoming!
Alright. Think I might have found how to fly? Maybe.
Keep moving, Chad.
Okay.
Take those air currents.
Okay. There's the air currents. I'm trying to remember if I'm doing this right.
Let's take out those catapults and even the odds.
Alright.
Grab some hot coals and let them have it. We're going in.
Even though the graphics may not be as good, this was still a fun game. Alright, so... Whoops.
Let's light them up.
Okay, and boom.
Direct hit.
Alright, so that was not to flap.
Ha! I knew we could do it. Wait, what's that? Attack!
And...
No!
there goes Alamir. And we're surrounded. We're surrounded! We're gonna fall! We're gonna die! We failed our mission! We'll get him next time. Never mind, we're fine.
Chad, are you even listening?
Huh?
Night dreaming again, are we?
Just as useless as his father.
Get him. There you go.
Enough. Stop it, the two of you. Shameful. Not that I should be surprised. The way discipline has been allowed to slide around here in recent years.
For once, Alamir, it seems we are in agreement. However hateful the
Hello,
speech,
Ezrib.
a guardian never answers words with talons.
Yes, Ezrib.
Meet me in my hollow after class to be assigned your flint mops.
Essentially
Pardon
detention.
me, Easelrib, but he is my student.
Certainly. But you've been rather harried lately with all the duties expected from you. Whereas I seem to have nothing but time on my talons these days. See you there, Shard. Don't keep me waiting.
Alright. Hey.
It's time to light those torches. I've even brought in the Gaul fire carriers to help you with this flint mob. So hop to it.
Okie dokie.
Can you see a fire carrier?
There we go.
There's one. Now fly up to them and grab
Okay.
some hot coals.
This is the right one. Yes, I'm working on it. Okay. And here we go.
All you have to do
Nice.
now is find a torch to light.
Here we go.
Simply fly up to the torch and throw the hot coal
Technically,
into it.
I could do it now, but there we go.
Nice shot. Now go and light all the remaining torches.
Here we go.
I'd say that was just about perfect.
All right, let's look
When you
for
run out
a
of
fire
hot
carrier.
coals,
There we go.
simply fly up to the fire carriers and grab some more.
Pretty easy stuff right there. Nice little tutorial. Okay, and right there. Done.
Keep up the good work.
Alright.
The rescue trough found a band of outlets approaching the tree, but some crows have blocked the way. We've got to get them through somehow.
All right, let's go into
Char,
combat.
There's a change of plans. I need you to head out and clear the crows so that Char can get through. Parzival will accompany you if you need any help.
What? No, not him.
This is no time to get choosy about wingmen. Get going.
All right, let's do this.
There's a crow dead ahead.
All right.
Now would be a good time to start attacking.
All right, let's go. There we go. That's one.
Great use of the talons there. Single strikes are fine, but multiple strikes will weaken an opponent faster.
There we go.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Very nice.
You know how to counter an attack, don't you? As your wingman, I'll be following your lead, Shard. Just point me to a target, and I'll handle the rest.
Alright. So then I gotta send
see ya.
Parzival. There he goes. And boom. Yeah, he tears them apart. Parzival will tear them apart. If he gets out of the water. There we
Don't
go.
worry, Shard. I won't leave you stranded in battle.
And he will come back for you, which is awesome. And they'll recharge your wingman. It's your prowess bar. So gain prowess by diving, completing objectives, and defeating enemies. Use prowess to perform a corkscrew or command your wingman. Alright. The wingman icon will turn green when you can use a wingman. A red icon means the wingman is unavailable to be used. So you're on
The
your
rest
own.
of the crows are heading our way, Shard. I hope you're ready.
Alright, let's do this.
Just watch how I do it, Shard.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, okay. It's fine. Alright. That's one down.
He felt that. Just watch how I do it.
And here we go. Nice. Now I got flaming talents, which means I get a bonus.
For a beginner.
Shut up, Parzival. There we go. And boom. Alright, crows obliterated.
Nice hit.
Yeah, you get shinies for it. Which is their money.
Huh, you did better than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get us killed at least.
You just say thank you. Or that just did really good.
We all soon learned the owlets we'd saved were no ordinary owlets. They had traveled a long time, and Soren, the barn owl, who spoke for the group, told the Parliament a harrowing tale of desperation. It claimed they had been abducted by the Pure Ones, the same Pure Ones that I had fought so long ago. They took them with countless others to a grim place known as the St. Aegiolius, home for orphaned owls, where they were put to work picking through discarded pellets, searching for tiny metallic bits they called flecks. For what purpose? It is not yet known. Alomir doubted the young owlets.
So if I'm to understand this correctly, the Pure Ones have risen from the dead, are building a slave army of moon-blinked owlets, and are planning to conquer the world with magical pellet debris.
I was quick to defend the integrity of these owlets. I knew in my gizzard what they spoke was true. There was no dishonesty in Soren, no deception, nothing but an earnest, sublime heart. It was then our King Boran spoke. He decreed that Alomir would seek out St. Aegiolius and discover if the Pure Ones had truly returned.
Absolutely. And he's
The
a giant
Parliament was
snowy owl.
adjourned,
He's really
and
cool.
Alomir set out on his task. I, however, had other plans.
Oh, yeah.
For a violation of the peace so blatant, so powerful, how could any owl sit idly by? Immediate action would be needed. Height of foolishness not to act more decisively now that we have proof. Ah, good of you both to come so quickly. We need to prepare, and we haven't a moment to waste.
Sir, prepare for what?
Why,
He's
your
so
departure
cute.
on your missions, of course.
But we can't go on missions. We're not even full guardians yet.
Just what do you think all those flint mops were? I was testing you the whole time, and you passed with flying colors. You stick close to Shard and follow his lead.
Me? Follow him?
But Alomir and his jaw are already searching. Why send us?
It's simple, really. I trust you, and that's the key. You both
He's
have
so
the
small
gizzard for the
compared
job.
to Shard and
I know
Parzival.
you'll do the tree proud.
But screech owls are super tiny. Even as adults. They're adorable. Till they scream. But even though they're adorable. Alright, so now we get to choose our mission. You have the armory and the gallery, which I'll explain more about that later. So I'm going to hit choose mission here.
Pure ones don't stand a chance.
Alright, so you get to unlock bonus missions. I'm going to go to this one's bonus mission here for Hool. I think there's 5 secrets that you can find, but I want to do this because that way I can get armor, unlock more armor. The more missions you do, the sooner you can get armor. So you'll see like there's this little bubble that pops up on the bottom left that says scroll. That's one of the secrets that you can find, and I know there's one around here somewhere. Alright, let me whip around. Of course, when it gets red, that means you're farther away from it. The greener it is, the closer you are. Ah, there it is. Alright, so view artwork of Trader Mags, the Galaxian Brothers Retreat. Alright. And then you have different tasks that you can do around here, which would be a lot of fun. So for example, we're going to go ahead and do this one first. I believe this is a race. Alright, here we go.
Racing is my specialty.
Yep, it's a race. Alright, let's go. Okay. I'm a little slow on speed to start, just because of the fact that I'm a barn owl, so I'm well-rounded. If I had the spot owl, I'd be a little bit faster. But I'll be okay. Alright. I believe I could do a corkscrew, I just don't remember how to do that. Okay, up we go. Set B and 2. There it goes. Alright. Woohoo! Yeah, that was a burst of speed, alright. Woo! Alright, here we go. Okay. Steady now, steady. Very good. Okay. Very nice. Alright, off to the side here. I'm going up to the top, it looks like, a little bit. Okay. Oh, and then we're going to do a dive. Alright, here we go. Woo! That just always feels so good to do. Ow! Until you run into a rock. I'm fine though. Dang it, I made a miss. Or had a miss. Right towards the end too. I got gold though, so I'm happy about that. Alright. So let's see, if I go down here, scroll right about there for the trees of Tydo. Okay. Nice. And if I go up this way, and somewhere along the tree here, yes. There's one. Eglantine, okay. And then, so that's been 3 now. That's right. Alright, and then at the top of the tree there's one somewhere here at the tip. There it is. There's 4
I've always
of
wanted
Digger.
one of these.
Okay, and then I believe there's one way over here. Yep. Whoa. Alright. I'm trying to remember what my slowdown is. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Alright, the early Gahul tree interior concept. Alright, now then. I think I should start the combat challenge, which is right here. Or survival challenge.
The pure ones don't stand a chance.
Alright. Let's take him out. Okay. Usually after the fourth hit, if you don't do a combo, they'll dodge. Ah, or like that. Gotcha. There we go. Sometimes it's better to let them dodge after that hit. Alright, wave 2 is coming in from over here. It's just gonna be crows, I believe. Okay. There we go. Okay. And swerve around. Okay, he dodged, that's fine. And boom. Alright. Not bad. I believe there's 5 waves. Alright, wave 3. Here we go. There we go. And he's gonna do that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna circle around.
That'll come
And
in
I
handy.
unlock the throw. Okay, so I can press the side button to throw an enemy. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Alright, let's do that real quick. Throwing is great if you are close to the ground. But now I can do a combo. And that's the throw. Nice. Alright, there's another one over here. So I can use a throw here. And slam him into that cliff. And see, it does damage, which is really nice. And boom. Alright, let's get out of there. There we go. Get that little burst of speed. Alright, wave 4. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Alright. Who else can I fight? And lastly, you. Okay. Tearing them apart. Alright, so one more wave and then we should be good to go. There they are. Couldn't really slam them into anything for that. Well, that's alright. Here we go. Oh no. Okay, nope, that killed him. Great. Alright, these should be instant kills now. We're close to instant kills. Okay. And last one. And done. Alright, and I got a gold from that. I'll take it. Alright. And then the last thing is the hatchling recovery, or the owlet recovery. And it's also just kind of fun to fly around. the tree. All right, it's actually gonna be down underneath here, I believe. Ow! I'm okay. All right, so rescue the owlets. Owlet rescue. That's it.
Someone needs rescuing? Oh, really?
Yes. You got 3 targets. And I usually go after this one first. Or I try to. There we go. Gotcha. Thing is, you're gonna have people or other birds come after you. And that's when you have to do a dodge, because you can't fight back. Carrying a baby. Alright. Drop you off in here, buddy. You're welcome. Alright. Next guy I'm gonna go after is this one. Ah, missed it. Nope, I don't want you. I want this guy. There we go. Slowly move around. And through here. Whoa! Sorry, I tried to do the barrel roll. Let's go. Thing is, if I keep getting attacked, I think if I get hit 3 times, then I'll drop the owlet that I'm carrying. Alright, time to go this way. Okay. This guy's way out here. Ah, missed it again. Alright, there we go. There we go. And here we go. And there we go. Nice that I got an extra life for story missions. Okay, and that sounds good to me. So I'm gonna return to Shard's Hollow, because that was pretty much it. Unlock the Fall from Grace. The Fall from Grace is so cool. So I unlocked some scrolls.
I wonder what bounty I'll find today.
So I'll show you parts of the
Very
gallery. So
dramatic.
this is Trader Mags and the Gloxian Brotherhood Retreat early concept. Trees of Tydo concepts. Interior of the Gahul tree. Eglantine, she's cute. And Digger, who's one of my favorites. So you can find these all throughout the game. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and choose my mission
Gotta
here.
keep moving.
And we're going to go to the Desert of Kinnear.
Soren mentioned that bats were working with the Pure Ones.
Okay,
in-
that's fine.
Streak must be around here
So we're looking
somewhere.
for someone named Streak.
Look out, Shad!
Oh, not a problem, man. Like, at all. It's a bat. There we go. Who else wants peace? And let's throw you down here. There we go. Boom. Alright. And we're going that way. Let's get out of here. Alright. We're gonna follow this guy here. It looks like there's something all the way over there. Yep,
Young Guardians,
there's the guy I'm looking
thank
for.
goodness you found me. But those thugs won't let you near me without a fight.
And let's throw you to the ground. Really? Ah! Okay, that's fine. There we go.
I'm on it.
Okay. Okay,
Great work. Now break off the branches around my cage.
sure. There you go.
I'm free.
That's 2 wingmen now.
It's time to teach these thugs a lesson.
Just watch how I do it, Shad.
No, so Wingman's streak is unlocked. He's actually an eagle, so this is pretty cool. Alright. Here we go. Let's throw you down here. There we go.
You have my eternal gratitude, friends. My mate is away, and I was foolishly patrolling on my own when these so-called pure ones attacked me.
I'm Shard, and this is Parzival. Ezorib sent us to see if the stories about owlets missing were true.
Unfortunately, yes. The pure ones are involved, and so are those vicious night creatures, the bats.
Bats. Streak is really cool. So we got Streak, which is awesome. And that was the completion time. I mean, it's like mission-based, so it's not super, like, I won't say it's really stressful. You'll get bonuses, of course, if you finish certain missions within a time. Which is nice. But it's not like you can't go back and replay them, because you can. You absolutely can. Alright.
As payment for their loyalty, the pure ones have been giving any non-Taito owlets they find to the bats. The owlets are being kept in their secret hideout, somewhere in Kunir. There are, however, bat sanctuaries in the area. Perhaps we can get some information out of the bats located there.
Sounds good to me.
There's a sanctuary nearby. Follow me.
Alright. Yes, I did do the corkscrew. I don't think I'm gonna need it for right now because I'm pretty fast and keeping up with him really good. Alright. Here we go. Here we are. Good thing is I can't really fly past him, which is nice. Okay. Well, here's a sanctuary.
The bats won't freely lead us to their hideout. But destroying their
That'll come in handy.
Now I can perform a backflip. That's nice.
sanctuary may scare them into talking.
That's my backflip. Nice. Quick turnaround. Alright, so we take this.
Incoming hostiles!
Yeah, we just destroyed their home. Whoops. Okay. Nice.
I'm on it.
And there goes
I
Pars.
know of another sanctuary. Let's go.
Okay. Alright, here's our other one.
They must have known we were coming. Force those bats out of hiding.
Alright. Here we go.
Incoming hostiles!
You got it, Shad.
Finally, challenge. Use hot coals
Oops.
on the catapult if you have to.
Oh, that's right, we got a catapult. Alright. There we go. Alright, where's that catapult?
No luck here. Let's try somewhere else.
There we go. Alright, let's go. And here's the other sanctuary.
The bats obviously don't want to cooperate. Flush them out of hiding with some hot coals.
There we go. And let's get some more.
Let's go.
We're
There
under
we go.
attack. I don't stand a chance. So where's your hideout, Cat?
Alright. Let's slam you on the ground. Very nice. Alright.
Let's go.
I don't stand a chance.
Where's the other one? Alright, I got the barge attack unlocked, which is great. I like the barge attack. It's good for breaking armor.
That bat said go east. So that's where we'll go. Come on.
Alright, let's go east then. Woo! This is it. Oh, we are not alone. And they just unleashed all the bats.
Let them escape.
Alright.
You got it, Sean.
And this is a barge attack. Which is awesome, right into the rock. Alright.
You got it, Sean.
Nice. Okay. Very nice. And that was pretty much it. Whoops.
The pure ones and bats are working together even more closely than I thought. They must be harboring owlets within the bat hideout. We must find a way to rescue them.
Indeed. And I got some armor at last, the Swift Steel Battle set. So I'm actually going to go to this hollow real quick to go get that armor. It'll be something just, nice to have. Alright, so the armory.
That'll come in handy.
And they give you boosts. So right now I have the training clause, it's not doing me any good. So if I get the Swift Steel set, I have more defense, a little more attack, and a speed bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. And there we go, I actually have something to wear now. And there's tons more that you can get later on. Alright, so let's go back.
I've got to keep moving.
Alright, let's do this. I'm excited. I finally got my first armor set. Alright, here we are.
Although we found the bat hideout, some bats are still sneaking owlets through the canyons. You'll need to get in there and rescue them.
You got it.
I see a thief trying to sneak an owlet through the canyons. Over there are several others trying to escape with owlets as well. Go in and retrieve the owlets, then bring them back here once you have them. We'll keep my nest guarded in case any hostiles attempt to take the owlets
So
again.
essentially I'm doing it on my
There's
own.
no time to waste.
Come on. Alright. That helped out a little bit. Come on. Give it to me. Oh, okay. It's fine. Up, okay. I especially want to be careful when
Get the
I'm
owlet
flying.
back to my nest. Hurry. Fly up above the canyons.
Yes.
The air currents up there will give an extra boost to get back faster.
Alright. If you run into rocks or anything else while wearing armor, your armor will actually start to deplete, and you don't want that. It's okay, buddy. I got you. Here we go. Boop.
I see another thief in the canyons. After him.
Where? There. Okay. Alright, let's go. Alright. Thankfully, this armor set makes me a little bit faster too, so that helps out a lot. Alright. Grab these shinies. Come on. Some more shinies up there. That'll help out for sure. Gotcha.
Get the owlet back to my nest.
Yep.
Hurry. Fly up above the canyons.
Working on it. Right. Here we go. There. There. Go through here. Okay. Here we go.
Another owlet
Alright, one
thief
more.
is making a dash for their hideout. Don't let him get away.
There he is. Okay. Oh, that was
The
pretty
owlet
easy.
back to my nest. Hurry.
Ah, shoot. Yes, I know how to use a barrel roll. Thank
Don't
you.
let them knock the owlet from your grasp.
Alright, go through here. Thankfully, again, I didn't get too far. Alright, it's okay, buddy. Here we go. Ooh, hurry, hurry, hurry. There he is. That was awesome. Huh.
It seems quite clear that this will not stop unless we take the fight directly to the bats. Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
The bats are retaliating. We must keep them away from the owlets. Challenge.
There we go. Boom.
They won't even see me.
Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Alright, come on. There we go. What the? I'm stuck. Okay, there we go.
This is too easy.
Here we go. Nice. And last one. Perfect. All right. And that was a really good mission. Plus, I like the rescuing of the owlets. And I think this will be a very good stopping point for right here. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Guardians of Ga'Hoole, or the Guardians, Legend of the Guardians, Owls of Ga'Hoole. I think that's how it's called. I'll probably just put Legend of the Guardians on my Well, no, because then that might be the DreamWorks movie. Anyway, I'll figure out a title for this in a little bit. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't worry, Pokemon is on its way. I did a little bit more grinding today. I'm going to do a little bit more tomorrow, and then I'll have that next episode up as soon as possible. With that, have a wonderful day or a wonderful night, and bye-bye!